People have differing views about AI. Some people believe that it's a man-made monstrosity,
a soulless beast whose only purpose is to rise above its creators and enslave us and use our bodies as fuel, ultimately take over the world.
I mean, yikes, right? On the other hand, I think about AI as that cool new assistant that you never knew you needed. I view AI as an excellent way to just strip away the mind-numbing tasks that slow down our creativity. It's like a magical digital sidekick that frees up the creative geniuses that we were always meant to be. You know, like, here AI, you go handle the boring stuff while I create my masterpiece. So if you're anything like me and you lean more toward the AI is my creative bestie side of things, then this video is for you. So let's dive in, because I'm about to show you a cool AI tool that can help amplify your video editing. So the tool that we're going to be using in this video is called Gling. And Gling is an awesome tool for AI content creation that's tailored more for content creators and YouTubers. It's a really cool way to be able to edit out all of the different mistakes that you might have and also edit out all the empty space in your video. It just allows you to basically cut down your video really quickly so that you can then later on import it into something like Final Cut Pro, where you're going to do your final edit and add all of your effects and transitions and things like that. Gling is a really good tool for being able to just do kind of like the quick cut edit where you cut out all of the things and get your clips in order the way you want them. Now, Gling has a few different prices. There is a free version, which is what I highly recommend that you download first. The free version does allow for 1 hour of media being processed, and it also has an unlimited video export, but that video is going to have a watermark on it. So the free version allows you to kind of experiment and play with the software, but you will need to purchase one of these other plans if you actually want to be able to export the video out without a watermark. Now, to get started with Gling, you're just going to click on this Start for Free button up here, and when you click on that, it's going to take you to a place to create an account, and then you're going to actually be able to download the desktop app. So go ahead, click that Start for Free button, create an account, and download the software, and then we can actually start to dive in and see what it's like. Now, after you've downloaded the software, this is what you're going to see. So basically, all you have to do is click or drag a video into this area. So we're just going to click on this to browse, and then we're going to go down here and find a video that we want to import so that we can edit it quickly. So we'll open that video, and what you're going to see now here is a project dialog. And we're going to rename this project to Intro. And then you also want to make sure that you choose a language, because this is going to be the language that your actual project is transcribed. So if the video is in English, then you're going to want to choose English here so that when it transcribes the video, that it knows the language that it's looking for. Now, after you've picked your video and your language, you're just going to want to click Continue. And now we have some different options here. Basically, these are the ways in which we're going to enhance our video. Now, we definitely want to cut out the silences in the video. We also want to cut out bad takes here. We also want to remove any filler words like or things like that. And we're also going to add a like and subscribe button. And we also want to enhance the audio of our video. Now, I find that the audio enhancement on here works pretty well if you have some noise in the video. And the video that I'm about to import actually has a little bit of extra noise. So I want to try to cut it out using this enhancement tool here. So we're going to click on Enhance and Edit. And now it's going to go through the process of uploading your video to their servers. And after it's uploaded, then it's going to go through a process of transcribing the video. Now, ultimately, what the Gling app is going to do is it's going to take your video, transcribe it, and it's going to show you a script of your entire video. And then you're going to be able to edit your video using that script, and you'll be able to select which actual words in the translation or which sentences you want to keep and which you want to remove. So when this gets done with the transcribing and the uploading and getting everything ready, then we'll dive in and we'll actually do some editing here in Gling. Okay, now that the video is actually imported into Gling, what we're going to see here is a script of everything that's in the video. Now, in this case, it cut out a lot of things that I didn't want it to, but that's okay because it's really easy to bring things back in. So what you can do now is you can actually go through the script here and look to see what are the pieces that you want to bring back. So basically what you want to do is you want to go through and find the things that you want to keep and that you want to remove. So I think mine is going to start with the phrase, people have differing views about AI. And I think what I want to keep is this last one here. And so I'm just going to add that one in, and then we'll kind of go back through and check. And then I'm going to kind of go through here and try to find the next phrase that I think is the one I want to keep. So maybe I think I'll keep this right here. Some people believe that it's a man-made. So I'm just kind of like enabling the things that I think I'm going to want. So I'm just going through and making those ones available. And I think I'm going to keep this last phrase, I mean, yikes, right? And then we're going to kind of tinker around with this after I get the ones that I want. So basically all I'm doing is I'm going through and selecting the phrases that I want to keep in this actual script. So it starts off, people have differing views about AI. Some people believe that it's a man-made, and I think a word got missed here. It should be man-made monstrosity. So maybe I'll keep this one. Some people believe it's a man-made monstrosity. I like that. I think I'll keep that one. It's like a magical digital sidekick. That's a phrase that I'm keeping. And so again, just to reiterate, I'm just going through and finding all of the different parts that I know are the actual script that I want and the takes that I like. I think I've selected all the parts that I'm going to keep. So you can see now I've basically built a script out of all of the different parts and have excluded all of the different mistakes that I made, okay? So let's just kind of play through this and then see what it's like. So here in Gling, you can go down over on the left-hand side here, we have this go to the start option. We can go to the next cut. We can go back to the previous cut. So these are kind of our controls over here to be able to get around in this timeline. We can also zoom in and out on the timeline with this right here. So if I kind of wanted to zoom in even more, I could do that, or zoom back out. You can set the pace of your actual timeline. I'm going to keep this at default. You can adjust basically the padding around. So like you can go in and adjust that. You can also split a track whenever you want, and then you can decide whether you're going to skip cuts and show cuts. And I'll actually show you these more in a second after we start kind of getting everything built the way we want. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of the clip here, and I'm just going to play, and let's actually see how this sounds.
People have differing views about AI. Some people believe that it's a man-made monstrosity, a soulless beast whose only purpose is to rise above its creators and enslave us and use our bodies as fuel, ultimately take over the world. I mean, yikes, right? On the other hand, I think about AI as that cool new assistant that you never knew you needed. I view AI as an excellent way to just strip away the mind-numbing tasks that slow down our creativity. It's like a magical digital sidekick that frees up the creative geniuses that we were always meant to be. You know, like, here AI, you go handle the boring stuff while I create my master. So if you're anything like me and you lean more toward the AI is my creative bestie side of things, then this video is for you. So let's dive in, because I'm about to show you a cool AI tool that can help amplify your video editing.
Okay, so you can see that there's only a few spots where it's kind of cut off in weird places. So now we can actually go in and fix that. So what we want to do is we want to go back to the beginning of our clip here, and we just want to hit next. And then let's take a look at this clip right here. We're just going to zoom in a little bit on it so I can see it better. And then let's just play this clip right here, just this one.
People have differing views about AI.
I'm going to kind of come back to the beginning of this.
People have differing views about AI.
And there's a little bit of too much space here in the beginning, so I'm kind of pull that forward a little bit like that. And then I think, let's just play through this.
People have differing views about AI.
Okay, so that one's good.
Some people believe that it's a man-made monstrosity.
All right, so let's take a look at the second clip here.
Some people believe that.
Okay, so it kind of cuts off the word people here. So we actually want to just kind of slide this forward a little bit so that there's a little bit of space after the word people. And we can just kind of go through and edit each little clip now like this. And you can already see though that we've basically already edited what might have been like a half hour to an hour of just going through and picking out the different parts. We've already edited this down to the sequence that we want. And now all we're doing is kind of doing some fine tuning. So you can see how Gling is super useful in helping you edit things quicker.
Some people believe that it's a man-made monstrosity.
So I'm going to add a little bit more to just the end of this like that.
Believe that it's a man-made monstrosity, a soulless beast whose only purpose is to rise above its creators and enslave us and use our bodies as fuel.
Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more space after that one, like that.
As fuel, ultimately.
Okay, and I think but got caught off there, so I'm going to just make sure I get the word but.
Ultimately.
And then a little bit around that, so add a little more space. I'm just adding a little padding basically around these to make them kind of flow a little bit better.
Use our bodies as fuel. ultimately take over the world.
Now there's a point in this particular clip here, I'm going to drag this out a little bit because I kind of did something just for humor. I basically did this.
Take over the world.
And then I want to pull this out a little bit more because there is kind of this little point in here where I just kind of blink, like, yeah, like that. So basically I just want to cut that out so that I just kind of do a couple of blinks there. And then right about here, I will end the clip like this because I'm going to add some sound effects later. And you will actually see this in the real introduction when you have watched this video.
Take over the world.
Yeah. And that's going to jump to the next clip now.
I mean, yikes, right?
Okay, so I'm going to actually cut that one back a little bit. Actually, I like that that kind of jumped right into it. Maybe needs a tiny bit of space after it.
I mean, yikes, right? On the other hand, I think about AI as that cool new assistant that you never knew you needed.
Okay, I want to add a little space to the end of that one as well.
I view AI as an excellent way to just strip away the mind-numbing tasks that slow down our creativity. It's like a magical digital sidekick that frees up the creative geniuses that we were always meant to be.
I think I'm going to actually make this a little bit closer so it jumps to that a little bit quicker, like that.
You know, like, here AI, you go handle the boring stuff while I create my master. I view AI as an excellent way to just strip away the mind-numbing tasks that slow down our creativity.
I just noticed that in the last clip there, I think I look away too soon, right? Yeah. So I want to bring it back to there, like that, because I don't want to actually look away in that video.
I view AI as an excellent way to just strip away the mind-numbing tasks that slow down our creativity. It's like a magical digital sidekick that frees up the creative geniuses that we were always meant to be. You know, like, here AI, you go handle the boring stuff while I create my master.
The audio is getting cut out of that one real quick, so I want to actually just see if I turn off the speech enhancement, if maybe it kind of got removed by that here.
You know, like, here AI, you go handle the boring stuff while I create my masterpiece.
Yeah, so it got cut off with that. So I wonder if I instead, what if I turn that back on and I use a different one? I think if I use maybe that one instead, maybe that'll be better. So let's go back and check that one.
You know, like, here AI, you go handle the boring stuff while I create my masterpiece.
Okay, that one might actually work better. So I'm just going to kind of pull this out at the end so that we have some space there. Let's try that one.
So if you're anything like,
oops, let's try this one. I'm going to try a couple of these. I want to hear what each of them sound like.
You know, like, here AI, you go handle the boring stuff while I create my masterpiece.
Yeah, I think I like that one. Okay, so let's go back. Let's start from the beginning and just play through it and hear what it sounds like.
People have differing views about AI. Some people believe that it's a man-made monstrosity, a soulless beast whose only purpose is to rise above its creators and enslave us and use our bodies as fuel to ultimately take over the world. I mean, yikes, right? On the other hand, I think about AI as that cool new assistant that you never knew you needed. I view AI as an excellent way to just strip away the mind-numbing tasks that slow down our creativity. It's like a magical digital sidekick that frees up the creative geniuses that we were always meant to be. You know, like, here AI, you go handle the boring stuff while I create my masterpiece. So if you're anything like me and you lean more toward the AI is my creative bestie side of things, then this video is for you. So let's dive in, because I'm about to show you a cool AI tool that can help amplify your video editing.
And boom, we have just edited that entire introduction that had all of these different kind of mistakes and issues in it in like a matter of minutes. It was so easy to do with Gling. Now, we can actually, after you've done all of your editing, you can actually go through and hide different things. Right now, show cuts is enabled. If I disabled that, it's actually going to hide all of the different cuts. And if I go back, now it's only going to show me the stuff that I kept. And I could actually zoom out on the track here a little bit like that. And now I could just see my whole video here without seeing all 8 minutes that it was before. And basically I've taken that 8-minute video and I've cut it down to now like 55 seconds here, all in a very short amount of time using Gling. So this software is really cool. It's a super awesome way to be able to do some quick cuts and some quick edits. And now that I've used this tool to basically do the hard part of the editing, I can now export this and then import it into Final Cut Pro and do whatever effects or transitions or things like that that I want to do with this video. So to export the video, and this is the last part of this, you just go up to this export button here, and then you're going to choose video, And that's going to open up a dialog for you to be able to save your export here. So we'll just name this intro. I'll just name it 2. And then on my desktop, and if I click save, then it's going to go through the actual process of saving it out. It's going to export it out, and it's going to create it the way that you've cut it up here using this script. And you are able to do all of this stuff in a matter of minutes. So I know that a lot of people think that AI is like this concerning thing, but in the case of video editing, I think that AI is going to be a super useful tool for us to use to actually make our video editing more efficient and be able to pump out the creative side of the things that we want to do more easily. And when you're all done, it's going to give you a little message here that's telling you it's done. You've got that file saved on your computer now, and all you'll have to do then is take that file that you downloaded and exported from Gling, import that into Final Cut Pro, and then you can do whatever other edits or whatever you want with Final Cut Pro. So it's super awesome. Definitely recommend this software. Now that's all that you have to do to create some really awesome, amazing edits with Gling. It's a tool that helps you get through all of the different tedious cuts that you have to do and the removing of the silence and all of that kind of stuff. Gling just cuts out all of that for you. So definitely play around with this tool, see if you like it, see if it's something that would be useful in your workflow. If you are interested, there's a link down in the description below to get Gling. Make sure that you download it. And as always, thanks so much for watching the videos. I'll be releasing another video shortly after this, probably tomorrow or the next day, that's actually going to be a video about how I edited this one. And so it'll be more of a video about how I edit a video for YouTube. So hope that you're looking forward to that. And if you enjoyed this video, you should definitely check out that one.